here, and for this week's bonus video, we are getting into convention season. And today I thought it would be a good idea to do an updated what's in my anime convention bag to give you ideas of what you should keep in your bag. And so maybe if I'm forgetting something in my bag, y'all can let me know, and that way I can make sure I have it for my next convention. So let's just get into it. But before we get into all the lovely things I keep in my bag, make sure you leave a like and subscribe because I post new videos every single week. And this is a bonus video, so you should be extra appreciative that I took this bag out just to show y'all because she's so jingle jangle. Now, if you want to know about my Precure Ita bag, I will link that video up here where my friend and I put our Precure Ita bags together. Maybe one day I'll talk about where everything is from. I have done a Precure collection video also. If you want to see that, you can see that and yada yada. Let's just get into my bag. I will say on the outside of my bag, something that I do, and like also I'll say this style of bag is what I prefer to use for conventions because oftentimes I'm cosplaying characters with long hair, so a backpack style bag doesn't necessarily work for me when I'm in cosplay. So typically I go for some sort of like purse or messenger bag style bag. And then the other thing I always make sure to keep on the outside of my bag is a lanyard, because typically for conventions you get, you know, your little con badge. I like having a cute lanyard, so this one actually is a Bang Dream lanyard that I bought off an artist at Anime Expo in 2019, so I don't remember the artist's name, but if I can find it I will link this down below. But I like this because then I don't have to wear my badge around my neck, again normally wearing long wigs, so instead of having to take the badge on and off if I want to take photos or anything, I keep it typically on the outside of my bag. Now let's get into her. I have so many things in this bag, surprisingly, because honestly this bag is smaller than what I typically carry for a con, but I wanted to see if I could fit everything I typically need in this bag, just because sometimes I don't want to carry around a massive bag. All right, let's get into it. I mean, what's not currently in the bag but is normally with me is my phone, and I always try to keep my phone with me because I use it to contact my friends, photographers, take pictures, etc., etc. I always recommend having your phone with you at an anime convention, because if you lose your friends or if you need to get somewhere, usually a lot of cons now do their like program books online now. I've noticed like either they'll have an app or they'll just list the whole thing online, so that's also really useful if you don't want to carry something else around with you. But I always make sure to have my phone on me. It's super important. Please be safe at conventions. Have your phone with you. First thing I have here is this little My Melody pouch, and she's super cute and I love her. And what I keep in this pouch, which I'm very excited about, is my itty bitty little vlog camera. So this is my new baby vlogging camera. This is the Sony ZV-1, I believe. I'll correct myself if I'm horribly wrong, but it's like the version 1 of their vlogging camera, and it comes with an external microphone. I love this little guy. It's perfect for me to take for conventions, and also if I want to like snap a quick photo of my friends, I can do that. It has a little, I was about to call this a mirror. This is a viewfinder, but I love it. It's super convenient. And what I also have in here is the charger. And what's convenient for me is the charger for my camera is the same as the charger for my phone. So that's why I don't have a separate phone charger, but I always make sure to have an extra charger or an external battery pack. So that way, if I can't find an outlet to charge my phone or my camera, I can always make sure I can be charged and connect to my friends if needed. And yeah, vlog camera, because I want to do more con vlogs again. So that's why this is here. Something I always keep on me. So I have friends that normally keep glue guns. I'm the friend that keeps the safety pins. Now, it's always useful to have either like a glue gun or safety pins or something, just in case if part of your cosplay does start to fall apart, or if you have a lot of accessories that are pinned onto the cosplay, having extra pins is super useful. A lot of conventions typically have some sort of repair station as well, which is super helpful. And I've also been in situations where if I've needed glue or something that I've found a random cosplayer who's let me borrow something. So it's always just good to have. If you don't need it, someone else will. So that's always my mindset with conventions, is I try to keep things that not necessarily I would need, but people around me would need. And on the lines of that, I don't have it in here at the moment. I typically also keep some sort of wig hairbrush. Again, normally I cosplay long-haired characters, so I need to have some sort of brush to detangle my wigs, as well as some form of synthetic hair detangler. The one I use is the Revlon one. And then also for wig things, I always try to have extra bobby pins on hand, just because in case if my wig starts to feel loose, or if I just need a little bit more support, especially if I'm performing, I always have a million bobby pins in my head. So extra bobby pins. And when it comes to wig stuff, that's normally what I keep. I don't do any like super stylized wigs or anything typically, but if I did, I would keep extra hair products with me just in case. But that is what I have with me at the moment. I have a little thing of mints. I love having some sort of like hard candy or gum with me at all times. So I just have these little breath mints at the moment. I read this thing somewhere, or someone told me this at one point, but like if you suck on like a hard candy, something about it like makes you less anxious. I don't know if that's true, but I've told myself that this works and therefore it has worked for me. So sometimes I just have extra mints or hard candy. Speaking of snacks, I always try to keep some sort of like little bar or something in my bag just in case if I feel a little low blood sugar. So I just have this like energy bar. I like having these, or I like the Belvita minis. They're just like a quick, easy way to just like give myself a little energy at a con, because typically con food is really expensive and not that good. So typically I just try to bring some snacks, or I hit up the local Dunkin' Donuts and get myself a big coffee and a wake up wrap, and I'm usually good to go. Something else that's not in this bag, but I recommend keeping if you can, it depends on the convention, because I know certain cons don't allow you to bring in bottles, but I have a collapsible water bottle that sometimes I bring to conventions, because then I can collapse it into my bag and then open it up to fill it with water, so that way I'm hydrated. We don't want to be dehydrated, especially if you're going to like an outdoor con or a con in the summer. Please hydrate well. Please be good to your bodies. It's very important. Then I just have a handful of band-aids in here. One for me, I'm just accident prone, but also if I'm wearing shoes or someone else is wearing shoes and they get a blister, it's always good to have extra band-aids on hand. I also have this adorable Sanrio pill case, and I just keep in here, at the moment I just have like Tylenol and Advil, but I always try to keep some sort of like pain medication, because sometimes you get a wig headache, sometimes you injure yourself while walking around in your heels, sometimes you hurt yourself while dancing, who knows, but I always try to have these on me. If I don't need them, someone else will. Then I have a mini hand sanitizer. I always try to keep one of these on me at all times, regardless of if it's a convention or not. I always try to have a mini hand sanitizer. And I also typically keep an extra KN95 mask in my bag for conventions, just in case, you never know. But it's always good to have hand sanitizer. You're walking through a convention space, you're touching things in the dealer's hall, you're touching things in the artist alley. Please carry hand sanitizer. Because also like this one, for example, like you can like loop it onto the outside of a bag. I got this from the dollar store. So I recommend honestly going to the dollar store for these, or even Five Below I've seen them at. But I recommend just having this on the outside of your bag. You're always gonna need it. Or if you're about to like eat your meal or like have a snack. Hand sanitizer, please. Also, because convention bathrooms, the lines are always so long that even if you just want to wash your hands, I just bring hand sanitizer. Then I have another little pouch. This is a little bear pouch, or at least I think it's a bear. I feel like he's the bear. And so in this pouch, I typically will keep my like touch-up makeup. So I will go through and show you what's in here right now. So I have a pressed powder compact. And so that way I have a mirror with me if I want to touch up my makeup, and then just powder if I'm getting shiny. I will keep a lip balm of some sort. I always bring my lash glue with me, because I always have a hard time getting the inner corner of my lashes to stay on, so I always just carry the lash glue with me. And then because I carry the lash glue with me, I always bring my eyeliner with me in case I need to touch up my eyeliner because of my lashes. This one is my favorite eyeliner. I talk about it way too much. It's from Judy Doll. I'm obsessed with it. Then I always will carry my contacts case of whatever contacts I am wearing, and I always make sure to have clean solution. So that way if I have to take my contacts out, and that's another reason to have the hand sanitizer, if you have to just emergency yeet your contacts out of your eyes, you want to do it with clean hands and not dirty convention hands. But I always make sure to have clean solution in here if I need to take my contacts out. And then along with contacts, I always make sure to have eye drops that are safe for contacts, because sometimes you get dry eyes, sometimes your eyes get irritated from the contacts, and this is just always useful to have. And then I also will keep whatever lip products I'm wearing so I can just touch up throughout the day. Currently what I have on is a combination of Bear Grape and Fig from Romand, so that's what I just threw in here for now to give you an example. Sometimes I will also, if my skin is in like a particularly acne prone mood, I will keep a concealer in here. What else do I typically keep in this? I feel like that's the most part of like what I keep in this bag. Sometimes I'll bring like extra glitter if I'm cosplaying like an Idly character, or what else is useful makeup wise? If you have like the teeny tiny makeup, if you have like a small like makeup remover, like a mini one could be useful to have. I've seen people also carry makeup wipes, which can be useful. I just don't have those in this bag at the moment, but I always make sure to kind of have like my touch-up kit just in case you might need it. You never know. Then I have my business card holder. I keep this just in case. I don't typically go around like, here's my business card, follow me, ta-da. But I like this especially, for example, if I have a photographer take a haul shot of me, because sometimes at conventions you'll see photographers that'll be like, oh, I like your cosplay, can I take a picture of you? And sometimes I want to see those pictures. And so I always keep my business card, so that way I can get that picture back hopefully. Because I have all like my social media on the back. Probably need to update this because I don't really use Twitter no more, but you know, they're so cute and my friend designed them for me. So my wallet, I did take everything out of my wallet in order to show you my wallet in the video because y'all don't get to know that about me. But this is just like a little like card case wallet that I have, and I love this thing. It's so useful because it's just small. I don't like carrying like a big wallet unless I'm bringing cash to a convention, but typically this is what I use. And then I also have this genius invention. If you are a cosplayer, you need one of these. I promise you, this is the best thing you could ever own as a cosplayer. This is a portable, chargeable little mini fan. This is so useful. But what's so good about this, especially if you're at a convention that is outside or in the summer or you overheat really easily, having a little fan is super, super useful. This has saved me so many times. Conventions are crowded and hot, and sometimes you just need to like cool off, and that's what I usually have this for. The other thing that would be in this bag, but I accidentally left it at my friend's house, is my pen light, because oftentimes I am going to idol performances or idol concerts, and if you don't know what a pen light is, it's that light stick that changes colors, and so people use those at conventions to cheer on different performers, and that normally is in this bag. However, I left it at my friend's house. So that is everything that I typically keep in my convention bag. Again, I did mention some things that aren't in here, but I normally keep with me. But I'm also sure I'm probably forgetting something. Technically, I'm not going to a convention until May, but I did want to go through my bag now and just make sure that I'm aware of what I need to still pack in this bag. And if I'm forgetting something that's really important, I'm hoping one of y'all will tell me what I should be keeping in my con bag. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, yes, you, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Woo! And in the comments, let me know what is something you have to keep in your convention bag. If there is something I forgot, please tell me, because I always try to make sure I'm prepared for any situation that I can possibly prepare for. If you would like to see my cosplay photos or know what conventions I'm going to and things like that, follow me on my social media. It's always linked in the description. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!